Alright, hello everyone. Ignore the glare in my glasses. Yay! But, yeah, just making a video of why snakes are better than dogs and cats, because, like, it's true. Very much. So, I put this in kind of as good of an order as I could. So first, I'm going to compare dogs and snakes, then cats and snakes, and then kind of what can snakes do for you? So, first, with dogs, dogs already kill more people per year than snakes have in like the past 30. Like each year, dogs kill between like 40 and like 50, give or take, people. And snakes, since the 1990s, have killed 23 people. Let that sink in. And yeah, like it includes dogs of all sizes. Like, this little munchkin right here, yeah, could kill you just as easily. Like, there was a lady in Florida who got killed by like a pack of those things. Like, here's the article. It'll be in the description. But yeah, like, she got killed by them. They ganged up on her, and like people even shot at them and yelled at them and beat them with sticks, and the dog still attacked her. I do not see any snakes ganging up and killing someone like that and people being okay with it. So, yeah. And also, like, even if your dog doesn't kill you, like, it can still really hurt you. Like, there's people all the time who show up in hospitals needing stitches, wound care, like, all of this. And here's another article of a little girl who was bit on the face by a Rottweiler and had to get, like, immediate, like, reconstructive surgery on her face. So, yeah. There you go. But I don't see snakes doing that. Like, here's a picture of a snake bite. There's nothing there. Like, you can not even tell it's there. I don't see people showing up in hospitals, like, daily. Like, thousands of people showing up in hospitals daily for, oh, look, my snake bit me. Can you, like, reattach my hand? No, you just don't. So, yeah. And also, like, dogs just bite you all the time, like, on accident. Like, I'm sure you dog owners out there can remember a time when, like, maybe you were playing with your dog, like, took it to the dog park, or were playing fetch with it, or anything, and your dog, like, accidentally bit you, or scratched you, or, you know, like, jumped up on you and, like, hit you really hard, and you're like, oh my god, you know? I can tell you, I've never had a snake do that to me. Never had a snake, like, accidentally bite me. Never had a snake accidentally scratch me. Never had a snake tackle me. Like, yeah. So, take that with a grain of salt or something. I don't know. But, yeah. And then, like, another thing that's so funny to me is people find, like, videos of dogs biting people, like, super funny. Like, there's this one video of, like, this dude petting a chihuahua, and it's, like, going crazy. It doesn't hurt him, so I guess that's part of the fun. But everybody laughs at it. I also laugh at it, so, like, I'm guilty of this. But, yeah. And then there's this one video, hopefully I can find it if I can, it's right here, but, of this husky, like, biting this dude, and this dude, like, running away into his house and stuff, and people laugh at that too, like, all the time, and he doesn't show his hand in the video, so really we don't know if he's okay. Like, that video totally could be showing someone getting their hand, like, ripped into, and now they're bleeding everywhere, but he just doesn't show it on video, so yeah, I don't know about you, but it's... Okay, sorry, back. And I just realized I should have been holding a snake the whole time. So, here's my little boy. But, so, yeah, I forgot where I was. So, snake striking, that's where I was. But, like, few people find videos of snake striking, like, funny. You see them all the time for jump scares. So, people use them to scare you, and nobody really laughs. Like, there's one video I think people laugh at, and it's like this, I think it's a retic, giant python. It like bites the glass and falls. Like, here's a video, but yeah. So I guess maybe people find that funny. I don't know, but yeah, I find it funny. So, but I like snakes. So, but yeah, there's all my own. But yeah, moving on to the next section, we're going to do cats versus snakes. So say goodbye to my little buddy who was here for like 2 seconds. So cats, yeah, they don't kill as many people a year as dogs. Like, there are deaths associated with cats, but it is like really small. I think it's only like 10 to 20 per year or something, and really it's, yeah, like, who says, yeah, I got attacked by my cat and now I'm dead? Like, okay, nobody does that. So, but they do give you lots of diseases, so yeah. Here's this girl, by the way. But, and I have the perfect example, because I have cat scratches all over me. But yeah, so cats' feet carry so many diseases. Like, one, from litter boxes. Like, they, imagine like stepping in your toilet or like on your toilet seat or something, like, all the time. Like, obviously you're gonna have bacteria like all over you. So yeah, when cats scratch you, all that bacteria from their litter boxes and everything get into your body and make you really sick. And there's like this whole thing for it called cat scratch disease. Here's a little abstract of the article I found about it. It'll be in the description. So yeah, but all the time, like, people will just brush off cat scratches. All the time. Like, I've had these scratches on my hand, you can tell they're like almost healed, but I've had them on my hand for probably about a week now, and not a single person has like talked about them. And when I did talk about them with someone, they were just like, oh yeah, cats scratch you all the time. Like, they just brush it off. But like, let me bet you, if she bit me, like, everybody would be like, oh my god, did you kill it? Like, oh, how could you still keep that as a pet? Like, it bit you. Like, they would just be all over it and be like, oh my god, that just shows snakes are so horrible. And it's like, cats bite me more in a day than these guys have in the 5 years I've had them. Like, okay, cool, what are you talking about? But yeah, she's just enjoying life. But yeah, so don't know what they're talking about. Cool. It's like, leave my snakes alone. Go back to your rabbit animals. So yeah. And cat scratch disease is actually like really bad. Like, it can hospitalize you. You have to be on antibiotics for like a long time and all of this stuff. Like, that's not even like accounting for rabies and stuff, because like dogs have rabies too, so really you can get diseases from dogs too. And I'm sure dogs' feet are disgusting as well, and so are their mouths. Like, yeah, so cool. Snakes do also carry diseases. Like, they can carry salmonella. Like, it's super, super, super rare. Like, you're more likely to get salmonella from like chicken or eggs or wherever the heck salmonella comes from than you are from these guys. Like, heck, turtles are more likely to carry salmonella than snakes. Like, okay, so yeah, that's not really a good argument against snakes having diseases, because literally everything's gonna give you salmonella. Like, just get ready. But yeah. So on to a big, like, pressing issue that, like, I'm sure everybody has heard about, but the Everglades. Pythons taking over the Everglades. Very big issue, by the way, like, yeah. But did you know cats are way more invasive than snakes? Like, cats, here's a little abstract, but have taken over like every country in the world. Like, in Australia, they've taken it over so badly that like half the native species in Australia are endangered because of it. So yeah, and they've driven And they've driven global populations of animals into extinction, like completely eradicated global populations of animals. These guys haven't done that. Yeah, like the ones in the Everglades, they have driven local populations of them into extinction. Okay, hi, just going into my shirt. But you can still find them like other places. Like I think at the Everglades, they've driven like possums into extinction or something, but obviously possums are still everywhere. Yeah, that's not the same thing with cats. So, but, and dogs are also super invasive, like, as well. Like, oh my god, she's going to my shirt. They're also, like, extremely invasive. I don't think they hunt to the extent that cats do, but they're still causing issues. And with the pythons in the Everglades, like, I'm sure most people have heard about them, but, like, there's hunts all year for these pythons, so people just go into the Everglades and kill pythons and, like, get paid for them and everything. And there's also, like, laws in Florida about if you stumble upon an invasive snake, you have to kill it or you have to, like, take it. Like, you can't just let it be. So, yeah. Give me a second. But yeah, like you don't hear about people hunting cats. Like if someone said to you, oh, I'm gonna go out and hunt some cats, you'd probably be like, oh my god, you monster, like what the heck? Like why would you hunt a cat? And it like, yeah, it's just such, it's like a double standard against them. And people actually like help cats, like you see all the time people making like winter shelters for cats, and when like they find pregnant cats they give them food and raise their, you know, babies and give them a place to like hide and stay. You don't see people going out and like collecting snake eggs and being like, oh okay, I'll let you hatch, I'll take care of you. Like no, that you would be like, you're so weird, why are you doing that? Like okay, you freak show. But yeah, so she is just enjoying herself today. But yeah, you just don't see people talking about that. But yeah. Well, I have a nice snakeskin belt. It's like so fabulous. But yeah, so but you do hear about like vets and stuff going out and like spaying and neutering cats, which is good. It does help like lower the populations, but still that cat is still out there killing, like, you know, per day I think cats kill like 3 to 5 birds a day on average. So you gotta think, if you catch like 5 cats, fix them, and then like let them go, that's still like 25 birds a day that they're going to kill. So yeah, it doesn't really like fix the problem, it just kind of helps. But yeah. So there's kind of all my arguments against like why snakes are better than dogs and cats, and I could go on for like ever on this. There's like a lot of reasons snakes are better, like they're cleaner and they're cheaper and their housing is smaller. Like your dog needs an entire freaking house, these guys need like a box. So, you know, yeah, there's a lot of like small little things that I could just keep listing of why these guys are better, but we're gonna move on from the kind of dogs and cats are bad and go on to kind of like how these guys can help people, and they do help people every day. So let me get my other snake. Here she is. She is a hassle and a half to deal with, but yeah. So snakes can actually help like a lot with anxiety and even like autism and stuff. So they're like amazing emotional support animals. And you know, most of the time when you hear emotional support animal, you think of like a dog and a cat. You're kind of like, how the heck can this little thing, this crazy rambunctious thing, I know, just look how crazy she is, like on par with like a dog, like oh my god. But yeah, lots of people, I'm mostly going to focus on like autism and then like kind of compare it a little bit to anxiety because they have like overlap. But excuse me, we all know like dogs can be like really crazy and stuff, like, and for some people that's like a lot. Like they don't want this crazy dog jumping all over them and running around and everything, you know. So they're like, you know, so most people might go for like a cat in that situation. But even cats can be like rambunctious, and also they like don't really sit with you a lot.
Yes, I'm talking about you. Yeah.
And so, you know, that can be like really bad because one, a rambunctious dog can be very overstimulating to someone on the spectrum, and a cat that like won't sit with you, like lots of autistic people need that like weight and support like on them, especially in moments where they are overstimulated or where they just need like something to help like ground them. And dogs aren't always really good at just being chill, and cats don't really just sit with you all the time. But like snakes, they just chill out, you know, like she's just sitting here, like I could put her like on my shoulders and she would just sit there. Like even if I wanted to, I could like lay down and put her like on my chest and she would just lay there. Like a snake's gonna take every opportunity they can to use you as like a giant personal heater, so they're just gonna chill with you. And also they're not crazy. Like look at her, look at all my other ones too. Like the most that was moving was my second one, and she wasn't like crazy, and she wasn't unmanageable. Like she was just kind of exploring. So that's like really great for someone who, you know, maybe like just wants to watch them crawl around. Maybe that's like gonna focus their attention and, you know, keep it from whatever's going on around them, and, you know, they're not gonna have to deal with a dog jumping on them or a cat like running away or, you know, scratching them or yeah. So they're just really nice to just sit with. And yeah, and even like going outside, like outside can be really overstimulating depending on where you live. And also like lots of people having anxiety attacks, and even people with like severe depression, they don't want to like go outside. It's like, I'm very familiar with that. So it's just really nice if you have something that will love going outside with you and they'll just sit there with you. Like dogs, obviously they're gonna want to like run and play when they're outside, that, you know, unless they're like specifically trained, because there are, obviously I know what service animals are, and they are trained to just like sit there with you, but they're really expensive, and, you know, if you don't qualify to get one, or, you know, yeah. So most dogs are going to want to go and run and play, and then most cats just, again, either want to run away or they won't sit with you outside. Like all the time I take my cat outside and he just like runs to the end of his leash and sits there. Just, yeah. So they're not really going to sit with you. Snakes, they're just gonna chill out with you. You can go and like sit under a tree and read a book. You can like walk around just to get some energy out, you know, get the blood flowing, and they're just gonna be there. They're just gonna chill with you, sit with you, hang out. And, you know, that can help like a lot of people, for people who need that like constant like feel of something with them and like against them or something. So yeah, that can just really help people. So that's like, oh my god, yeah, that's my cat over there. You don't see this doing that, right? You don't see my snake trying desperately to open my door, huh? Yeah, you don't see my snake trying to open my door, do you, huh? But yeah, so snakes are just like really nice companions just to have. Like, even if you want to ignore all the stuff, if you're like, oh, I don't care if my dog can kill me because, like, I really like the feel of its fur, you know, or, oh, I don't care if my cat can hospitalize me because, like, I just really like it being the ruler of my house. You know, snakes are also great companions. Like, they're just gonna chill with you and sit with you, and literally you can just, like, hug them and they're not gonna try to run away and freak out. And yeah, so I don't know. That's really all that I have of why snakes are better than dogs and cats. So I hope you got something out of this. I don't know. Everything will be linked in the description, so if you want to check out what research I did, and if you want to do any of your own research, or just anything. So yeah, I hope all of you have a good day. And there was so much that went crazy in this video, so I'm gonna put that as bloopers at the end. But yeah, have a good day. Girl. Come here. Okay. Can you? Okay. Okay, so this is how I'm gonna have to hold her. Whoops, sorry. But yeah, I can hit Soul now. She's gonna be so fucking annoying to get out. Where are you? What are you doing? Oh my god. Oh, you're so cold.